Today I am going to take a lecture of operation research and our method is the simplex method. We have already seen in our previous lecture what is the process of finding the maximize z with the help of the simplex method. So this is the second example of the simplex method. The question is maximize z is equal to 6x1 plus 11x2. Okay, and the subjective constant equation is 2x1 plus x2 less than equal to 104. Second equation is x1 plus 2x2 less than equal to 76 and x1 comma x2 greater than equal to 0. Okay, so let's start here. First, we need some modification for according to subjective constant equation. Okay, so first you write the objective function. So objective function maximize z is equal to 6x1 plus 11x2. Okay, subjective constraint equation number 1 is 2x1 plus x2. Okay, so this is the less than equal to type inequality. So we write here the s1 slack variable is equal to 104. Okay, the second equation is x1 plus 2x2. Here we are less than equal to type, so we use again the slack variable, but here we write the s1. So next slack variable we write here the s2 is equal to 76. Okay, and here we write the x1 comma x2 s1 comma s2 greater than equal to 0. Okay, so here s1 that means we write here 0 dot s2 and here 0 dot s1. Okay, this is not compulsory for you write here the 0 dot s2 and 0 dot s1, but we have the initial table, so don't be confused. The coefficient of the s2 is what and the second equation coefficient of s1 is what. Okay, so always if you consider here, always keep in mind the coefficient of the s2 is 0, so it's okay. You can't write here the coefficient of s2 and coefficient of the s1. Okay, so here we write x1 comma x2 s1 comma x2 greater than equal to 0. Okay, so first we write here the initial table, that means table number 1. Okay, so table 1 is what? Cj. We write here the Cj, basic variable, solution constant, x1, x2, s1 or s2. Okay, then we write here the coefficient of x1, x2 and s1, s2 according to our objective function. Okay, so here this is your objective function, so you write here 0 dot s1 plus 0 dot s2. Okay, so we write here the coefficient of x1 is equal to 6, coefficient of x2 is 11 and 0 and 0. Okay, so we write here the value of the coefficient of s1 s2. Okay, next one is for write here the basic variable. So basic variable is don't write here this value s1 s2, so we write here s1 s2. You write here according to this value, because in this value if x1 is equal to x2 is equal to 0, then we get s1 is equal to 104, that is positive value, and if in this equation x1 is equal to x2 is equal to 0, so we get s2 is equal to what? s2 is equal to 76. Got it? So here we write this sequence, that is the sequence s1 s2. Okay, so according to s1 and s2 you write here the coefficient. So coefficient is s1 0 and s2 0. Got it? Here we write the first equation. So first equation solution constant is 104 and second solution constant is 76. Got it? Here the first equation, so you write here coefficient of x1 2, coefficient of x2 1, s1 1 and s2 0. Okay, next one is the coefficient of x1 1, coefficient of x2 1, coefficient of s1 0 and coefficient of s2 1. Got it? Next one we find the zz. Okay, so for finding the zz, you write here 104 into 0 plus 76 into 0. That means 0. Okay. 2 into 0 plus 1 into 0. That means 0. 1 into 0 plus 1 into 0. That means 0. 1 into 0 plus 0 into 0. That means 0. And 0 into 0 plus 1 into 0. That means 0. Okay, next one is we find the Zj minus Cj. Okay, so for finding the Zj minus Cj, you write here the dash. Okay, after that, for finding the Zj minus Cj, this is your Zj and this is your Cj. Okay, so 0 minus 6, that means minus 6. Got it? 0 minus 11, that means minus 11. Okay, 0 minus 0, that means 0, and 0 minus 0, that means 0. Okay, and here one point is very important. For finding the table 1 or initial table, your ZC is always 0 in the simplex method. Okay, so here ZC minus CJ are question given in the maximization form. So Zj minus Cj greater than equal to 0, then their integration is completed according to this question. But here Zj minus Cj is two values are negative, minus 6 and minus 11. That means in this form Zj minus Cj not greater than equal to 0. Okay, that means we mark the table 2 or table 1 if you write here the initial table. Okay, so here one variable is enter and one variable is win. Okay, so here the largest value with the negative sign or minimum value. Okay, both are correct. So this largest value 11 with negative sign. So this is a key column. Okay, so key according to key column, your x2 variable is enter. Okay, so we write here x2 variable is enter. Okay, if one variable is enter, then second variable is leave. Okay, so for finding the leave variable, we write here the replacement ratio. Got it? For finding the replacement ratio. So what is the process for finding the replacement ratio? Your solution constant divided by the key column. Okay, so 104 divided by 1 is equal to 104. Okay, and 76 divided by 1 is equal to 76. Okay, so we consider both the values are positive, but we consider the minimum positive value for the variable. Okay, so minimum positive value is what? 76. So this is a key row. What it? This is a key row. Okay, so according to this key row, this is your key element. Okay, and this is the S2 variable. So this is the small value. So S2 variable is leaf. Okay, so for finding the table 2, x2 variable is enter and s2 variable is leave. So for finding the table 2, this is our table 2, Cj, basic variable, solution constant, x1, x2, s1 and s2. Okay, so for table 1, this is our key row and this is our key column. So the intersection point, that means here is 2. Okay, there is some correction, here is 2. So 2 is your key column. Okay, so 2 is your key column. So here we write the 76 divided by 2. That means 76 divided by 2, that means 38. Okay. 76 divided by 2 is equal to 38. So x2 enter and s2 variable is leave. Okay. So first we find in the table 2. First you divided whole the row divided by the key number. So 76 divided by 2, that is 38. 1 by 2. 1 divided by 2, 1 by 2. 2 by 2, that means 1. 0 by 2, that means 0. And 1 by 2, that means 1 by 2. Okay. So this is your key number. So according to key number, your up values and down values you write here the 0. So here only the upper variable, so we write here the 0. Okay. Next we write here this value. this value, that means we some change, there is a 104 place. So for changing the 104, your key number multiplied by 104. So 104 into 2, that means 208, minus the determinant is what, 76 into 1. So 208 minus 76 divided by 2 is equal to 66. Okay. Next one is the place value is 2. Change in the place of the 2. So key number, that is 2 into 2. 4 minus determinant is 1. So 4 minus 1, that is 3. 3 divided by 2, that means 3 by 2. Okay. Next one, change for this value, S1 column. So 2 into 1, that is 2. So determinant is this form. So 2 into 1, that is 2, minus 1 into 0, that is 0. So 2 divided by 2, so we write here 1. Okay. Next one is the changes this value. So 2 into 0, that is 0, minus 1 into 1, that means 1. So minus 1 divided by key number, so we write here 1 by 2. Okay, always first you write the multiply by key number value. Okay, otherwise there is some mistake for negative sign. Okay, so next we find the ZZ. So for finding the ZZ, 66 into 0 plus 38 into 11, that means 418. 32 into 0 plus 1 by 2 into 11, that means 11 by 2. 0 into 0 plus 1 into 11, that means 11. 1 into 0 plus 0 into 11, that means 0. Minus 1 by 2 into 0, that means 0. Plus 1 by 2 into 11, that means 11 by 2. So this is the ZZ value. Okay. Next we find the ZZ minus CJ. So we write here the baseline. Okay. This is your ZZ and this is your CJ. So 11 by 2 minus 6. So 11 by 2 minus 6, that means 11 minus 12 by 2, that means minus 1 by 2. Okay, so we write here minus 1 by 2. Got it? 11 minus 11, 0. 0 minus 0, 0. 11 by 2 minus 0. So 11 by 2. Okay, again we check the condition. What is the condition for simplex method? The condition is Zj minus Cj greater than equal to 0. If this condition is satisfied, then our equations are completed. Okay, so here we check here, this one value is negative. That means Zj minus Cj not greater than equal to 0. Okay, so next we find the third equation, table 3. So again we choose the enter variable and the new variable. So enter variable, only the one variable is negative. So obviously this variable is enter. So enter variable is what? X1 variable is enter. Okay. And new variable is what? So we write here X1. We write here X1 enter. Okay. And the new variable is for finding the replacement ratio. Okay, so for finding the replacement ratio, that means 66 divided by 3 by 2. That means what? 66 divided by 3 by 2. That means this 2 is multiplied by numerator and 3 2 ja 6, 3 2 ja 6. That means 44. Got it? Next one, 38 divided by 1 by 2. So multiply by 2, that means 76. Okay, so again both the values are positive value. Okay, that means we consider both the values for finding the replacement ratio. But a replacement ratio is what? Minimum positive value. Got it? So minimum positive value is what? 44. So 44, that means this is a key row. Got it? This is a key row and this is a key number. So S1 variable is leave. Got it? That is X1 enter and S1 variable is leave. Okay, so according to this X1 enter and S1 leave, we map the table 3. For table 3, First we write here the key number is 3 by 2 in the table 2. So first whole the row divided by 3 by 2. Okay, so 66 divided by 3 by 2, that means 44. 3 by 2 divided by 3 by 2, that means 1. 0 divided by 3 by 2, that means 0. 1 divided by 3 by 2, that means 2 by 3. Got it? And minus 1 by 2, that means minus 1 by 2 divided by 3 by 2. So 2 cancel, and here the term is minus 1 by 3. Okay, next step is what? According to key number, you just write here the 0. 1, the downside we write here the 0. Okay, so for finding the 38, in the place of 38, so multiply by key number. So 38 into 3 by 2 minus 66 into 1 by 2 divided by 3 by 2. So we get the 16. Okay, this value is already 0. Next one is the 4 times this value. So 3 by 2 into 1, that is 3 by 2 minus 1 by 2 into 0, that is 0. So 3 by 2 remaining value. So 3 by 2 divided by the key number. Key number is 3 by 2, so we get the 1. Okay, next one is this value. So 3 by 2 into 0, that means 0, minus 1 into 1 by 2. Just like a determinant, don't be confused here. Always you consider the determinant form. 3 by 2 into 0. So determinant value is what? 1 by 2 and 1. So 3 by 2 into 0, that means 0, minus 1 by 2 into 1, that means 1 by 2. So minus 1 by 2 divided by 3 by 2. So minus 1 by 2 divided by 3 by 2, that means minus 1 by 3. Okay, the last value is 3 by 2 into 1 by 2. That means 3 by 4 minus 1 by 2 into minus 1 by 2. So 1 by 2 into minus 1 by 2, that means minus 1 by 4, and already we write in the middle sign is minus. So 3 by 4 plus 1 by 4, that means 4 by 4. So 4 by 4, that means 1 divided by 3 by 2, that means 2 by 3. Okay, next one is we find the z value. So 44 into 6 plus 16 into 11. So we get 440. 1 into 6 plus 0 into 11. 1 into 6 plus 0 into 11, that means we write here the 6 value. 0 into 6 plus 1 into 11, that means we write here the 11. Okay. 2 into 3, 2 by 3 into 6, that plus 11 into minus 1 by 3, that means 2, 6 into 2, that means 12 by 3 minus 11 by 3. So we write here the 1 by 3. Okay, 6 into minus 1 by 3, that means minus 6 by 3 plus 11 into 2 by 3, that means 22 by 3, that means minus 6 by 3 plus 22 by 3, that means what? 16 by 3, positive. Okay, so here we write here the 16 by 3. Got it? The next term is what? Next term we find the zj minus cj. Okay, so here we write the dash sign. Dash sign, here value is zj and this value is cj. So 6 minus 6, that means 0. 11 minus 11, that means 0. 1 by 3 minus 0, that means 1 by 3. And 16 by 3 minus 0, that means 16 by 3. Okay, so here all the values are positive form. That means here zj minus cj greater than equal to 0. Okay, so here zj is equal to what? 440. So here zj is equal to 440, our final answer. That is, this is the optimum solution. Okay, so here maximize z is equal to 440. According to x1 is equal to what? According to solution constant, x1 is equal to 44 and x2 is equal to 60. Okay, so this is our final answer with the help of simplex method for finding the maximize z. Okay, our next method is the big gap method. Okay, so big gap method is always used for the maximization and minimization both the form. Okay, so I will continue this topic in our next lecture. Thank you for watching this video.